Did you read the court document for the Diddy case?
No.
They call him the Diddley.
Diddley. P. Diddley. P. Diddley. P. Diddley is a perfect name for him.
Yeah, P. Diddley's great.
When he shifted from Puff Daddy to Diddy, he should have gone to Diddley.
And what was the court document? Who did he diddle?
There's this music producer. So it's like, apparently, forgive me. The footage was kind of grainy. I was reading it in Uber, but he seemed like a chubbier dude. It was like this chubby black dude who he brought in to like produce his album. And the guy, dude, the court document is like 100 pages long.
Yeah.
And apparently he like submitted all these photos. It was like, he was saying like Diddy took his phone and was like taking pictures of stuff. There's like photo evidence of like he sent him a gay porn.
Yeah, that's everybody.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Everybody knows that.
All you have to do in court to get that dismissed, that was a goof.
Yeah,
I know.
Your Honor, that's goof, not gay.
He's
Goof,
claiming
the goof defense.
Yeah.
he found, it was like this. He's like, who's your favorite producer? And the guy was like, oh, this guy. And he was like, oh yeah, check this out. This is a video of that guy fucking a white dude.
Oh,
dude.
It's graphic, dude. You see the picture?
Really?
Dude's got his like face buried in the bed. Like, it's
Jesus
crazy.
Dude, they did that to us in comedy where you go in and you're like, who do you like? And you're like, I think Greg Giraldo's pretty cool. And they're like, here's him sucking two dudes. And you go, come on, man. You're just in a studio with them. You're like, come on, dude. I don't need to see that. I'm trying to create.
Dude, he claims Cuba Gooding Jr. Everyone was grabbing his butthole, dude, the whole time.
Who's the one complaining? The producer?
He's his producer. He's like, dude, Diddy kept groping my anus and telling me it's not that crazy to have sex with a man. That's his. It's all, that's what he said. But he was like constant. He was in the studio and Diddy said it would just slide up on him. That sweet ass.
It's so
and
funny.
Like tickle his butthole.
He could just be being funny.
I know. I thought about that the whole
I've
time.
done this to so many people.
Because there is nothing
I
funny.
grab all my friends' dicks
You're
every
gonna
day.
catch a Rico case, dude.
I grab everyone's dick.
People are going to unite against you.
Fuck.
You go, hey, Shane, I hate to tell you this. We got about six plaintiffs in Philadelphia that's also linked back to Harrisburg.
I've grabbed a
Bro,
bunch
you're
of
gonna
guys.
get like 10 life sentences for grabbing people's buttholes.
The idea of him having serious music producer face, like listening to a beat and then Puff Daddy coming up and being like,
Let me see that ass.
Scorpion. Like in his asshole. I got you with that scorpion tail.
And you have to keep putting up
And
with it.
yeah.
Like,
So that where it gets fucked up is that like he'll do this, fuck with you, and then he'll be like, bro, if you fuck me, I'm gonna kill you. He's like, the guy, and this is all he said, she said. But he claims that Diddy sat him
well, he
down.
said.
He said,
Yeah.
like, Diddy told him, he was like, if my mom stood in between what I wanted, I would destroy my own mother. He's like, what the fuck do you think I would do to you? He said he would eat his face. So I'll eat your fucking face. It was just, and then he would send him into strip clubs. The strip club was called the Booby Trap.
That's great. That's great.
You had to wear a bad boy hat and solicit prostitutes for P. Diddy.
That's so. Wait, a bad boy hat?
He has a bad boy hat, and that would signal to the prostitutes like Diddy's in town, come through, and then like he would like lead them back to the spot. Then
So he was an Uber Eats driver for pussy.
Yeah.
He just showed up in his little hat and he was like,
He was a
"Where's
little
my
Pied
transport?"
Piper. He was a Pied Piper for Bad Boy.
Yeah. And then P. Diddy was like, I'd fuck my mother if it meant. He just keeps talking about his mom. We're like, do you have a thing with your mom,
You're
dude?
gonna kill and fuck your mom.
Why do you keep doing that? Why do you keep bringing her up?
Dude, apparently Diddy's also crushing 250 milligram weed edibles like, all the time.
Dude, I love that.
All right. What did he do that was bad?
Well, so he has a bad reputation. This is, again, according to all these people, I have no idea. But they said like he was a notorious date raper with like GHB and fucking all this shit. The guy was claiming that Diddy was giving him GHB.
Yeah.
And he'd like wake up in like a weird Diddy orgy, kind of like, oh, with like Diddy just like fucking ladies and probably touching his butthole for real.
It's so funny to come to and just a bunch of side kissings happening.
That's crazy.
And you're like, sleepy? You're like, what are you guys doing? And everyone's like, he's like, I'll kill you if you move. And you're like,
fuck, dude. Finish my album.
remember when you used to like sleep over at your friend's house and they you had that one friend you didn't know was a psycho and they like ran shit like a warden when you got there? Like, we eat dinner and then we do this. And you're like, I don't like this rule at all. But then that guy's controlling your career.
It was exactly
You're like, I don't want to do that.
It was exactly that.
250 milligram medible. You're like,
oh, fuck.
Damn.
oh my God.
Yeah, they're doing it. Was like apparently all of his maids and like the people that were staff in his house had to keep like fanny patches with like GHB, Coke, Molly, weed gummies, and like they had to keep Diddy high at all times. And then they were claiming he was just like terrorizing people and then like sexually extorting them, and then he like didn't pay the guy apparently, according to the court document.
That's where
and
they
Meek
always
Mill
fuck
was
up.
just a byline in that document. Where they just
caught
said,
a stray.
just called it absolute stray. Where it's like a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. She's like claiming the people Diddy said he fucked, and it was just like he just popped up kind of.
But
in the document.
also, all right.
Destroyed
So
him.
Diddy's claiming he fucked all these people, right? But he's also known to just be walking around on drugs. So you're like, he's probably making some wild claims.
Mark Curry came out and was basically saying like they used to go out at the parties and they'd have
Mr.
one. Mr. Cooper. He was literally hanging with Mr. Cooper. And Mr. Cooper.
He goes, yeah, I always wanted to hang with Mr. Cooper. Bring him in here.
He claimed he kept separate bottles. Like there's bottles that were just for the girls, and everyone knew like, yeah, he roofies all the chicks. And then he has a bottle for the boys.
Man, imagine if you came,
Jesus Christ,
imagine if you came in
That's all in
hot
the
and grabbed
document.
that lady bottle, and you're like, "What are we doing, dude?"
Oh
And he goes, "I wouldn't do that." You're like, keep drinking. And you're
He'd
like,
be right in the spider's lair.
That's
He'd be like,
you
perfect.
fell into Diddy's trap.
Right
That's
into
the
Diddy-
booty trap.
the booby trap.
That's the booty
Diddy
trap.
trap.
Yeah.
Booty trap's so funny. Dude, it's like 140 pages of nothing but the craziest shit of like sexual blackmail. Diddy grabbing his butthole constantly, just rubbing his asshole, making him watch gay porn.
Dude,
But then sending him in to get hookers. You might just be the horniest dude ever. Then be like, go pick up my hookers now.
yeah, that's a dangerous amount of horn.
Yeah.
When you're just like all the time, you go, hey,
Everyone?
could you go pick me up about 6 or 7 hookers real quick?
Yeah, dude.
Would you mind? I can go for a 6-pack of hooks. You might go get some ladies of the night for me and my friend, and then you have to take a 250 milligram edible and lose your mind, and just people are fucking around you. You me on 250
Good
milligrams and be like,
Christ, dude. That is a nightmare. Diddy's evil.
Dude, that's, again, it's all
That's
according
the
to the
worst
doc.
thing ever.
It's vicious. When you read, I like gave up. I was like 40 pages into it. And I was like, I gotta stop.
40 pages.
I read so much of that document.
you're taking off your reading glasses and rubbing the bridge of your nose. You go, I can't. It's too much.
Maybe he did kill Biggie Smalls. You read the document, you're like, he might have.
He sounds like a wild man.
Dude, if
I saw
this-
that Joker video and I was like, all right, he's out.
he's
Out to lunch. I
What
knew
was the
he,
Joker video?
he dressed up like a Joker for Halloween and was like, he really got into it. He really got into it. He got into it too much.
If you're
It
around,
was scary to see. He
if
was
you're
like
around-
50 years old.
yeah. If you're around him, you're like, fuck.
He was good at it.
yeah, he was nasty.
really good at
He
it.
might be like a nuclear black nerd.
Yeah.
I think he's like, that's the true secret of like how deep his black nerd goes. I think it goes like all the way to the ground floor.
Remember in Revenge of the
Depths.
Nerds when the guy, like, it turns out he date rapes her, but he goes, all nerds think about is sex after he eats her out, pretending to be her boyfriend. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what Diddy is. Maybe he is just a nerd to his core. And he's so horned up that now he's got drugs and stuff where he's like,
True.
I could just have all my nerd boners.
Oh, he might have so many nerd
He's just growing up.
Subscribe, hit the fucking notification
Smash that
bell.
motherfucking
When people say
subscribe.
that drives me nuts.
It's infuriating.
The Wild Wild West.